Now we'll hear from the Greater Melbourne Taxi Licence Release Group. Okay, so could you please state your name and the organisation you are here on behalf of and the interest you have in the inquiry?
Yes, my name is Kahlil Kahlil. I've been in taxi business for the last 20 years, and the group we represent is the MF licensed lessee.
Okay, so if you...
my name is Michael Teffra as well. We are from the same group. Thank you.
Thank you. So if you would summarise briefly your submission, please.
All right. First, good morning, everyone. First of all, on behalf of the fellow taxi drivers that we represent, I would like to express my gratitude to the Taxi Industry Commission for giving us this opportunity to express our opinion in writing first and now verbally, and to discuss it openly. Thank you. The reform in the taxi industry is well overdue, and we support most of the recommendations that drafted in the report to cleaning the mess that has been going on for many, many years, and we witness all of it. However, those names were put into the submission. Professional drivers with many years' experience, we leased MF licenses from the BTD for $180,000 for 10 years, paid all up front. Although it was not easy to find such a big money, but we were able to secure it, and we committed such big money to secure ourselves 10 years uninterrupted work, because we have families, responsibilities, mortgages, and so forth. We are not students, we are Australians, we have families, we have expenses, and therefore we don't want to be interrupted. And many of us have experienced such interruption by taking those licenses from us and left us with debts by the owners of the license. So to secure for ourselves a job for at least for 10 years, we have committed to that. Regarding the report by the Commission, there was no anything regarding these licenses. We went through it, and then there was no supposed to be in section 1.6 with the vans and the green tops, but there is no any recommendation. So we have inquired about that. We called the Commission to know where we stand when this reform is going on. So they told us if we can submit our suggestions. We as a group, we know each other for a long time, and we come together and we discuss this issue, and we come up with some points that may clear the way for the Commission to understand exactly what's our point. And the submission we provided, we believe that once the reform of this taxi industry is taking place in near future, if we stayed on that position, we will be disadvantaged. Okay, we have paid a lot of money. Almost we are paying $28,000 to $30,000 a year, considering the interest we pay to the banks on that big sum of money. So we suggested the following. Because the expected estimate value of the license when the tax reforms takes place will be around 200,000. And the money we are paid, the amount of money that we have already paid is around that figure. What if we can own this license given to us with the money that we have already paid? If that's not possible, if that's not becomes a possibility, we have another suggestion. To get back the balance of our 180,000, deducting the amount, the number of the time we use the license, and then we allow us to lease from the new released license, which is 20,000 a year for 5 years, to have that opportunity. And then if that's not possible also, to extend the 10 years limit with the amount of money we pay, to extend it to 20 years instead of 10 years. So we put forward these suggestions, and we are happy to discuss it with you. And now Michael may elaborate a little bit on that. So you can.
Yeah. Considering of just
Yep.
yeah. Thank you again to give us this opportunity, this commission. Just on regards to the AMF licenses, I mean, the AMF licenses, we're grateful the government gave us the opportunity, because that's, as Kahlil suggested, secure for our family, for and our jobs for 10 years, and so when the new reform it comes, it as he's mentioned, will be disadvantaged, and so we'd like to ask this commission to put in consideration. We are here for long haul. We are professional drivers, as he's mentioned. We are a citizen of this country, and we care about this industry. So we the amount what we paid, and also what we're paying on the interest, which is, it will come as you mentioned, if we say for 10 years time, it's about anything between $280,000 to $300,000 with interest, depends of the interest of that. So it's really we done that because it's to secure our jobs for ourselves, for our families. So I just want to ask this commission to put this in consideration, and to take one of our suggestions, or if you have any questions, we love to answer that. Thank you.
Okay. Well, I think I understand the case you are making. Do you have any questions?
No, I agree. I think you've put it before us, and I think we understand the issue.
Thank you.
So, thank you for that. I guess you're highlighting, among other things, one problem that exists with the 3-year limitation on assignments. Is that the issue? Is that the uncertainty?
That's right. That's why we are committed to these licenses, because there's no, as you know, there's no security in leasing those, because we used to be we leased licenses before. For example, Kahlil, he lost his license without any warnings. He left. I think probably I'll leave it to Kahlil to explain his situation.
That's typical example. Could be some others worse than mine, but mine, what happened to me, I leased from 1996 from a guy, almost became friends, till 2009 or 10. And then I get a call from Black Caps. So I lease it through Black Caps. I signed there. So I got a call from Black Caps say, look, he's not going to renew the license. Okay? So you should know that. It's only 1 month to go. We were renewing them every 2 years. So I was very surprised and very annoyed because this is what I do, this way I live in. I've got key, this mortgage and everything. I rely on that day in, day out. So I call him back. I say, look, at least you should call me and we talk about it. Okay? I told him, look, I'm not asking you not to take your license, that's yours. I call BTD, I call them, look, I have in this position. Where do I stand? What is my legal right? I'm doing the hard yard there, I'm doing the job, okay? And this guy, all of a sudden, sitting at home, and he calling me that he's not going to renew my lease. And there is 2 years to go for the car. And I have 13,000 debt on that car I pay every month for the bank. So I told them, if I want to sell the car now, it doesn't worth anything. The ex-taxi is many kilometers. So, well, BTD told me, look, once the contract expires, that's it. You don't have any other issue, that's it. So you have to give it to him, otherwise we can take the plate from the road if you don't do that. Okay, and we leave you with the car without plate on the road. You have to tow it home. So I went and I did what I've been told. Okay, I stopped, I gave it to him, I gave his license. That's similar, so I have to live with my debt. I have to look for another opportunity for work for myself. So all these things, there are so many people worse than me on that because it becomes normal practice of what's going on. That's what I call a mess. We drivers, we lease, we are doing the hard yak on the road. We are facing everything what's happening on this industry. But at the end of the day, we are not even sure you're going to work the next year or two. So this is what pushed us to get into this license. And we are happy to secure at least a job for our service. Right. At least we have 10 years peace of mind, okay, to go through that. And what's a good sort of program, actually, to introduce that one, okay? And the new coming also, it's a good program, okay, so that people, they monopolize what's going on in the industry. Okay, I have 20 years, I've been 1991 in this industry. I know everything. I've been a driver with a depot, I've been a driver with the private owner. I lease myself, and now I'm leasing this from the government. At least I have a peace of mind. Now I can run my business a proper way, okay, and the way I want, okay? But the thing is, since we are reshuffling, reorganizing, re-reforming this industry in a better way, for a better future, for good service, okay, for decent living, for the drivers and for everything, on this, all this report, all these efforts that went through this report, okay, it's not easy, okay? So in that case, we are just asking what's our part on that reform, on the new coming reform. We are also part, maybe 200 people on that 200 license, but still we are livelihood, it will affect our livelihood. Therefore, we need to be considered in such a way that won't be disadvantaged when this thing is all happening. That's what we're asking. Thank you.
Okay, well, thank you very, very much. We understand.
Thank you.